And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the second race of the PORWC Rally Car Series, Reese's Rally Car Series, and we are here at Watkins Glen International Raceway for this race. A lot of people have been asking when we're going to head to dirt tracks. Well, actually, our third race of the season is going to be taking place at a dirt track, but I haven't decided which dirt track it's going to be at yet. But this is our second road course race. Of course, last week we were racing at Daytona Road Course, and this week we're racing here at Watkins Glen. This is a track I'm very familiar with because it's upstate New York where I am. This is kind of my home track. Anyway, we have 10 drivers who have come in to this race in the Tasty Top 10, but it's very likely that they could meet the crunch and fall out of the Tasty Top 10 with a bad finish here today. But two of our drivers who are in the Tasty Top 10 are starting on the front row. Alyssa Anderson's going to be starting on the pole alongside of Aaron Williams, both of them coming away, I believe, with top 5 finishes last week or during the last race at Daytona, and they're on the front row. Connor Breton, who ended up winning the race and is the current points leader, is going to be rolling off from the 5th position. So those three drivers especially have a chance to maybe extend their lead, and I can't say that they would clinch a spot yet into the Tasty Top 10 for when the championship chase comes around, but if they get a good finish, it could help them out as far as their chances of being in the chase when that comes around later on this season. Well, the command to fire the engines has been given. You see the cars rolling off. They will complete 2 pace laps, and while they do that, we will show you the 36 car field it's going to take here to Watkins Glen. Looks like everybody's going to be okay as far as getting off without any mechanical failures. So here's the starting lineup. Here we go, getting ready to put them under the green flag. Pace car peels off. Alyssa Anderson is going to lead them down to the green flag with Aaron Williams alongside. Mitsubishi going to try and go for its second straight win with Breton getting them in victory lane before. Green flag is displayed here at Watkins Glen. Watch Alyssa Anderson try and use that inside advantage to get ahead of Aaron Williams, but Williams may be able to fight back on the high side. Let's see if he can. Nope. Instead, he falls back into the clutches of that's Lewis Gordon in that Subaru. Alyssa Anderson going to lead them through these very tricky S-curves. But she's going to stay out in front of everybody else there. Lewis Gordon now slides into second place. Third is Aaron Williams, and Connor Breton, our points leader, is running right there in fourth. As a matter of fact, he almost put a move to the inside of... Whoa! Look out! Oh! Wreck in the back! Wreck in the back! I couldn't tell who that was. Who is that? Is that Hayden Klein? Yes, it is. He's backed into the wall. Did that bring out the caution? Well, the caution lights are on now, I thought. Well, the lights are blinking, but I don't know if that's actually an indication that the caution's out or not. The lights aren't on. See if the caution lights are on here on the track. Yes, they are. Okay, the caution is waving. Alyssa Anderson is going to lead them down to the caution. And now the pace car peels out with the lights on. Okay, so I guess that until the cars come to the start-finish line, the lights on top of the car do not turn on. But we are under the caution flag for the first time today. It looked like Hayden Klein got turned into the tire barrier coming out of the S-curve. Let's take a look, or out of the dog leg. Let's take a look and see what puts us under the caution flag for the first time today on lap number 1. Okay, watch for the orange car, the orange Ford Focus. This is the second week in a row Hayden Klein has had problems. That's a real tough break for him. Let's see where the contact comes from. I think that when they come through this dog leg, they started to get 3 wide, and that may be what started this whole thing. Look at Jake Cole back here. He's loose underneath Nicole Sanchez. There's Barney Ward getting into the grass area. But here we go. They're 3 wide here. Is there contact with Hayden Klein and somebody else there? Oh, yeah. He got spun around by somebody there. Who was that? It's the 98, I think? The 98 car? 94 car? I couldn't tell. But Hayden Klein got a pretty hard hit into the outside retaining wall. You see the smoke there. I think that's an indication that there's some problems there mechanically as well, and how everybody else was able to get through that, I'm not sure. I'm surprised we didn't have 5 or 6 cars spun out the way they were all nose to tail. But let's find out who spun out the 31 of Hayden Klein. Here we are riding on board with Zach Buchanan. He's the driver who gets into Hayden Klein right here. There's the contact, and it spins the 31 car around, and so Zach Buchanan spins the 31, and that's what put us under the caution flag for the first time. So get ready to go back under the green flag on lap number 4. Here are your top 10. Alyssa Anderson leads. Second is Lewis Gordon. Third is Aaron Williams. Fourth, Connor Breton. Fifth is Red Bell. Sixth, Dylan Young. Seventh, Alex Tanker. Barney Ward is in 8th. Ninth is Nicole Sanchez. And Zach Buchanan completes the top 10. Back under green we go. Alyssa Anderson gets a good jump there. I think only one driver retiring, and that's Hayden Klein. That is indeed the case. Connor Breton trying to get around Aaron Williams on the high side there. That might have cost him. Yeah, he's going to lose a spot to Red Bell now. And slide back into the 5th position. There's the car of Alex Tanker starting to catch up to him. Try and challenge him maybe for position number 5. Meanwhile, further back here, there's Dylan Young side by side with Barney Ward. There's Nicole Sanchez, who had a horrible finish at Daytona last week. She wants to get a good run as well. She's running up inside the top 10. Oh, Aaron Williams through the grass area. Look out! Oh, Dylan Young hit the rumble strips. I'm surprised he didn't lose it. And look at him, 3 wide back here. Jake Cole is in the meat and the sandwich. Look out. Oh, my goodness. How are they keeping this together? Oh, my goodness, more contact there. That was Sam Young that made contact there with Jake Cole, and somehow, some way, they all kept it together. It's a lot of Subarus all clumped together here. Meanwhile, we move back up front. Red Bell is now bypassing Aaron Williams. That's for position number 3. Connor Breton and Alex Tanker trying to challenge there as well for spots inside the top 5. And Lewis Gordon now is starting to close in on the back bumper of the Alyssa Anderson machine. Exana trying to get their first win of the season with Alyssa Anderson. Subaru trying to make up for last race where Jacob Remier ended up having a fuel problem and he lost the race. Caution's out, by the way. But Remier was about to get Subaru their first win of the season and he just wasn't able to do it. Whoa! Did you see Red Bell? How airborne that car got! I don't believe I just saw that. And somehow she held on to that race car. That was scary looking. That car literally jumped into the air. We're going to have to definitely go back and get a look at a replay of that. That was incredible. That was awesome. But nonetheless, Red Bell's running in 3rd. Connor Breton, our points leaders, up in 4th. And Aaron Williams is 5th, about to get challenged by Barney Ward for that spot. But looks like he'll hold it down to the stripes. Alyssa Anderson leads us under the caution flag. And the caution is out for Tim Walsh. 2nd straight week, bad luck has struck the 48. He ended up getting turned by Soren Tahari last week at Daytona, who, by the way, has been replaced by Hiroshi Kato. But now this week, he is in trouble again, and that car is done for the day. No doubt about that. Seth Cole, heavy damage to his race car, and Logan Ryan is on pit road as well. So I have to think these 3 were involved in something. Let's see what happened to put us under the caution for the 2nd time today, here at Watkins Glen. Okay, here's a look at what happened to Logan Ryan. This was not what brought the caution out, though, because he ended up spinning off the racetrack and was out of the way of any other drivers. There you see Seth Cole and Tim Walsh behind. The 2 of them are going to get together later on. We're going to show you that. That's what actually puts us under the caution flag. But we're first going to show you what happened to Logan Ryan. And watch right here. Do they get 3 wide, or is there just contact? There's Alexander Dawson right there in the Holiday Inn car, number 29. Let's see if off this turn, if maybe Michael Dawson in the 25 gets into the... Right there, yep, Michael Dawson makes contact with Logan Ryan, spins him around, and he just goes into a slide, and I think his problem was he slid into the sand. Yeah, he slid into the gravel, and he could not get out. Does he get the wall? Yeah, he does. He does get the outside retaining wall as well. But they had to get him out of the sand pit. He couldn't get out himself, but But that did not bring out the caution. Let's show you what the caution came out for. Well, before we do that, I wanted you to see this. This is after Logan Ryan spins. Watch right here. The 33 of Justin Acosta hits that little hill right there, and look at his car get airborne in the air. It flies up and hits Michael Dawson. Now, watch Dawson. This is one of the greatest saves I think I've ever seen here at Watkins Glen. Watch it as his car goes into a slide. He does get the outside retaining wall a little bit, but watch him put that car back in gear, turn it right side around, and continue on. That's quite a save by Michael Dawson, who had really nothing that he could do when that 33 car literally bounced in front of him. Now let's see what happened to Seth Cole and Tim Walsh. They were side by side at the back of the pack, so that was a good thing that no other drivers were involved, but watch them right here through this turn. Boy, either the 48 slid or the 4 car cut it hard, but right here Seth Cole is into the left rear quarter panel of Tim Walsh, turns him into the fence, and then it's not over. Walsh goes into a slide, Seth Cole goes into a slide, and the 48 car, oh my goodness, and he actually flips over. 48 goes flipping and barrel rolling here at a road course. We're at Watkins Glen. We're not at Talladega. We're not at Daytona. We're at the Glen. And the 48 car, oh my goodness, look at the car barrel rolling. Oh my goodness, wow. How he was able to drive away from that, I'm not certain. But Seth Cole's car looked very similar to what it looked like back at Daytona. That hood was all buckled up then too, but I don't think he's going to be able to continue, and I know Tim Walsh definitely is not going to be able to. But now, let's show you Red Bell, how she was able to hang on to her race car as it bounced, literally bounced out of the dogleg. Okay, here it is. She was in the 3rd position, and watch right here. She gets the hill. Look at that. Those wheels are off the ground, literally, and she lands it. But you know what? That's what these cars are made for. The suspension in them is built to be able to do stuff like that. That's why these are off-road vehicles, and Connor Breton and Aaron Williams kind of almost doing the exact same thing right behind her, but that's incredible. That's a lot of fun to watch. Let's go back to green flag racing now. We'll continue green flag racing on lap 8 of 14. Alyssa Anderson, leading at the halfway point, does the 35. Top 10 look like this. Alyssa Anderson, Lewis Gordon, Red Bell, Connor Breton, and Aaron Williams. That's the top 5. Barney Ward, Alex Tanker, Dylan Young, Nicole Sanchez, and Jake Cole complete your top 10. Let's go a little bit further back. Cody Amos is 11th, 12th is Jacob Lawler, 13th is Zach Buchanan, Justin Perry runs in 14th, 15th is Sam Young, Robert Young is in 16th, 17th Ryan Cooper, 18th is Trent Dunham, 19th is Ryan Juke, and 20th is James Stewart, who finished dead last at Daytona. He's trying to get up there and try and get a good finish. Adam Chambers is in 21st. 22nd is Matthew McMurray. 23rd is Dylan Poteet. 24th is Jacob Remier after a heartbreaking finish last week at Daytona. Jack Richards, 25th. 26th is Hiroshi Kato making his first Rally Cup start. And you get Zohar Manud in 27th. 28th, Justin Acosta. Alexander Dawson, 29th. 30th is Alan Tanker. 31st is Michael Dawson. 32nd is Evan Smith. Logan Ryan, he's returned to the racetrack, but he is in 35th position. He is, I think, 2 laps down. And Seth Cole still on the lead lap, but heavily damaged in the 33rd position. We do have 2 drivers that are out of the race. They are the 48 of Tim Walsh. That's pretty obvious after the barrel roll he took. And Hayden Klein ended up wrecking back on lap 1. He is also retired from the race. Just a little bit of an update on the Logan Ryan machine. He is only 1 lap down to the leaders, not 2. So we have reached the halfway point, and Alyssa Anderson has been out in front all day long. Green flag is waving. Anderson, Lewis Gordon. Then Red Bell, Connor Breton, and Aaron Williams will lead him down into turn 1. Breton, the first one breaking out of the line. He'll go for 3rd place on Red Bell. Alyssa Anderson just drives away from Lewis Gordon on every restart. Look at the lead she's got already. 2-3 car lengths in hand over Lewis Gordon's machine. Connor Breton is now in 3rd as everything is single file. From about 1st on back through 4th. Now a battle between Alex Tanker and Aaron Williams. That is for position number 5. Let's follow that. Nicole Sanchez trying to join in that battle as well. Whoa, look at Tanker! Whew. How he held on to that, I don't know, but he just lost a ton of spots. Dylan Young's going by on the high side. There's also, I think that's Sam. Oh, contact. Oh, car in the fence. Look out. Oh, spin. I heard a spin. Who spun? It's at the back of the pack. Spin in the back. I think it may have been Matthew McMurray. Caution is out. I think McMurray may have gotten turned. And that was after somebody hit the wall. Alyssa Anderson's going to lead us under caution again. But there's McMurray. Doesn't look like any damage to his race car. Looks like maybe he just got spun out or something. I don't know. Let's look and see why we're under the caution once again. Here's a look. McMurray's going to, I think, maybe make some contact with Adam Chambers here. Yeah, he is. Then his own teammate right behind him. That's Jacob Remier. Looks like Remier's going to turn him. Yeah, Jacob Remier turns Matthew McMurray. And the thing that amazes me is, watch here, as McMurray goes into a spin, everybody is somehow able to get their cars up to the high side, and McMurray, I didn't see any visible damage on his race car. Did he not hit anything? No, he didn't. What a save by Matthew McMurray. Excellent piece of driving there by the driver of the number 89. And that may have just saved him from having to retire from this race. That was an excellent save right there. Back under the green flag, we prepare to go. The cars are now entering into the dog leg, and then we'll have about 3 or 4 more turns before we put them back under green. We'll go back under green on lap 11 of 14, which will give us a total of 4 laps to go. Alyssa Anderson, she is the current leader. If I remember correctly, she ended up finishing second due to the fuel problems that occurred back at Daytona, and so she's definitely going to extend her lead if she could get a win here today. Lewis Gordon, he had a little of a heartbreak at Daytona, ended up running out of fuel, but he's running very well in second. Red Bell, who I believe is in the Tasty Top 5, she is running in top 10. She's in the top 5 right now in third. Of course, our points leader, Connor Breton, continuing his dominant performance so far. He is running in 4th, and 5th place now is Barney Ward. He has somehow moved his way into the top 5. Barney Ward, of course, was en route to finishing second last week at Daytona, but he ran out of fuel along with leader Jacob Remier on the final lap. Nicole Sanchez, this is definitely a good run for her today in 6th place after retiring out of the race in the 35th position last week at Daytona. This is definitely what that number 15 team needed, and this could put her back into contention to get inside the Tasty Top 10 after next week's race. Aaron Williams continuing to be a contender. He runs in the 7th position. He's in the Tasty Top 10, and he'll continue to be there if he continues to run where he is, currently 7th. Same for Alex Tanker, as he runs in 8th position. He is also, I believe, in the Tasty Top 10, and he's looking to continue on there. Driver who may be showing up in the Tasty Top 10 after this race, Dylan Young, is now in the 9th position. And Jake Cole, who ended up getting caught up in a 3-wide battle there at one point, and I thought he was going to wreck. He is currently running in the 10th position. A good run for the 21 car at this moment. A driver who led pretty much a lot of the race last week at Daytona came away with a very poor finish. That's Cody Yamas. He's running in 11th. At 12th place is Justin Perry. He's actually running very well right now. And also Trent Dunham. Pretty good run for Trent Dunham, who had to retire early at Daytona as well. But we are about to go back under the green flag as Alyssa Anderson, who has led every lap so far, is going to lead him down. And look at Lewis Gordon. Is he thinking about passing on the high side? He's allowed to do so, but he may have just made a big mistake there. Here he comes. He's got Red Bell underneath him. And no, he cannot make the move. Oh, caution's out already. What in the world? Caution's out already. This is for the 4th time today. Oh! Lewis Gordon literally shoving Red Bell out of the way to keep the 2nd position. Connor Breton right in that mix as well. That's for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Barney Ward, Nicole Sanchez about to join that battle. As again, Alyssa Anderson gets away, and this race may end under caution now. I don't know for certain. Oh! Look out! Oh, Red Bell's into the grass area! And she's going to lose a ton of positions. She may have just hit the wall. Oh, she did. Red Bell got the wall. Look out, Zohar Manut. Oh, look out. Matthew McMurray having to get around, but oh, heavy damage to Red Bell, who was in the top 5. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, we must have had a big wreck. Look who's here. Jack Richards, Michael Dawson, Jacob Remier, and Seth Cole. Caution is out Alyssa Anderson leads them down. Top 5 now are Anderson, Breton, Williams, Sanchez, and Dylan Young. But there's the heartbreak of the race right there. Red Bell. This could drop her outside of the tasty top 10. Oh my goodness. She's definitely going to be coming down pit road. No doubt about that. That's a tough break for the 50 car, who was running in the in the top 5. She was running actually in 3rd on that restart. And that dogleg, it's really cost a lot of drivers their chances at winning races. Who is that up ahead? Well, there's Lewis Gordon. He must have gotten some piece of that as well. Well, we've got 2 wrecks that have occurred. Let's show you the first one, and then the one that involved Lewis Gordon, who restarted this race in 2nd, and Red Bell, who's going to pull in right behind him, who restarted the race in 3rd. Well, here's why we were under the caution flag originally. This was coming down into turn 1 after the green flag had been displayed for the restart. This is Jack Richards, and it just looks like Hiroshi Kato is going to come into this turn way too hot. Drives right into that right rear quarter panel of Jack Richards, and then flips him over. I don't know if that was intentional or not. He seemed to turn back into the 5. But look at the 5 of Richards. Barrel rolling here. Second barrel roll we've seen today at Watkin's Glen. And this is not a track that's known for barrel rolls. And so something interesting going on here. I don't know what it is, but oh my goodness, that's a wild ride. And right on top of Jacob Remier in the 91. I don't know if that's what gave Remier his damage or what, but the 5 car landed right on top of Jacob Remier. And Remier, you know what happened? Remier got caught in the sand trying to avoid the 5, and that's why he was on pit road. But a hard hit for Remier. For Jack Richards. Let's look at it in real time. Okay, this is in real time. Watch the 5 car. He's going to have the 3 come to his inside, and I think the 3 of Hiroshi Kato just came in way too fast, and oh my god, look at that. Look at how fast that flipping was. Luckily he hit the sand and that stopped the car from flipping. That's a little bit of a safety there. That was very lucky for Jack Richards, but now we're going to see what happened to Red Bell up in the dogleg turn. Okay, watch here. Red Bell, I think she's going to have some contact with Lewis Gordon, and it sends them both into a slide. Red Bell gets into the grass area, so her car is absolutely there's no way she can get control of that. And she's going to come down here. She's trying to keep it in the throttle so she doesn't get caught in the sand. And yeah, see, the sand, really, it does not help you as far as turning. You have to turn against the sand, and that's not something that people are able to do very easily. You have to really be going fast, and through the dogleg, you can't go fast enough to be able to drive out of the dirt in a straight line. Your car's going to slip and slide around. There's no grip with that dirt at all. But Lewis Gordon had sustained some damage, so had Seth Cole, and they were on pit road, and I don't think... No, it wasn't anything to do with Red Bell. Let's see if something happened further up. Oh, here we go. This is what happened to Lewis Gordon. Right here, he and Barney Ward get together, coming off of a turn. Oh, wow, hard impact for that Lewis Gordon machine. And he's actually going sliding and everything. And what does he do? Is he going to try and come back? Barney Ward slides back there as well. And does Lewis Gordon come back out into the racetrack and involve other drivers? See here. He's going to come out. Everybody's going to try and miss him. And he doesn't come out onto the track yet. But the question is, does he? Or did he just come down pit road with that damage? Because I'm trying to figure out why Seth Cole was on pit road. Is there something further up here? Where is Seth Cole right now? There's Red Bell. Oh, there's Seth Cole and Michael Dawson. What happened to them? Let's rewind it just a little bit here. Oh! Did they go into the corner too hot and go for a slide? Let's see. Here's Mike Dawson. We know he was involved in something that... What in the world? His car just turned to the right. And he slides. Seth Cole does the exact same thing. And Dawson, Michael Dawson's going to slide up and he's going to pound the wall right there. And here comes Seth Cole into the picture, and his car slides right into the tire barrier as well. What was with that? So we had about maybe 5-6 different incidents occur in just one lap there. But the thing we do know is that Alyssa Anderson's the leader. She may win this race under caution. Let's go and find out. Well, the white flag has just been displayed for Alyssa Anderson, and you see the lights are still on atop the pace car. Not really surprised, because we didn't just have one incident, we had a total of 5 different things happen on that one lap. And in several different areas of the racetrack, so it's going to take them quite a while to clean it up. So Alyssa Anderson's going to win the race. Connor Breeton's going to finish in second. If I remember correctly, they are finishing in reverse positions of where they finished last week at Daytona. Anderson finished second to Breeton. This week, Breeton finishes second to Anderson. Aaron Williams away with another top 5 finish as well. Nicole Sanchez, great finish in 4th. And Dylan Young is going to finish the day in 5th. 6th will be Alex Tanker. 7th, Jake Cole. Cody Yamas in 8th. 9th, Justin Perry and Trent Dunham will come away with a top 10 finish. So Alyssa Anderson was a bridesmaid last week. Today she's a bride. She's going to finish with the win. Now let's show you the official results now. So here's a look at it. Alyssa Anderson wins, Breeton second, Williams, Sanchez, Young. We've gone through the top 10. Good run for the Youngs today. Dylan Young 5th, then you got Sam Young 11th, and Robbie Young in 12th. Zach Buchanan in 13th, 14th, Jacob Lawler, and 15th was Ryan Cooper. After a dead last finish last week, James Stewart comes away with a respectable 16th place finish. Ryan Juke in 17th. 18th for Adam Chambers. Hiroshi Kato in his first start in the Rally Cup Series finishes in the 19th position, and Dylan Poteet comes away with 20th. Of course, a lot of drivers, their hopes dashed today, including Red Bell, who was running in 3rd at the time of her problem. Lewis Gordon was running in 2nd at the time his problem occurred. They finished 28th and 30th. Then, of course, you've got Barney Ward, who was running up inside the top 5. He finishes 27th. And Jack Richards, Jacob Remier, Tim Walsh, Hayden Klein, they all have problems, and for all 4 of them, it's for the 2nd week in a row that they've had problems plague them. Seth Cole finishing in the 31st position, and Michael Dawson actually finished pretty well last week at Daytona, and he's going to come away with a very poor finish of 32nd. That's not going to help him as well either. So you're probably going to see drivers extend their leads in the Tasty Top 10. You're going to see drivers fall out of the Tasty Top 10, and maybe some new faces inside the Tasty Top 10. Thanks for watching. Here's a look at the guys who finished up in the top 10 of this race, with Alyssa Anderson, of course, taking the win. Hope you enjoyed this race. Please comment, rate, subscribe. And here come the point standings heading into next week's race, of which I am not sure. We'll find out when we get there. Thanks for watching the PORWC Reese's Rally Cup Car Series.